If you're over 60, please listen closely. There's a sleeping position that seems harmless, but it might be silently putting pressure on your heart, night after night. It can disrupt your breathing, slow down circulation, and may be the hidden reason you wake up tired, dizzy, or short of breath. The scariest part, you don't feel it until it's too late. Doctors have been sounding the alarm. This position increases your risk of irregular heartbeat, shortness of breath, unstable blood pressure, and even silent heart attacks while you sleep. But here's the good news. A small shift in how you sleep, just one adjustment, can relieve your heart, improve your breathing, and protect your life. And it won't cost you a thing. Drop a comment right now saying, "My sleep is my shield of health." And if you care about your well-being and want to keep receiving life-saving health tips, subscribe to this channel right now, because ignoring this kind of information could be costly. What you don't know could still be hurting you silently every night. As we age, our bodies change in quiet, subtle ways, often without us even noticing. What felt normal in your 30s or 40s could now be putting real strain on your heart. One of the systems that suffers most with age is your cardiovascular system. The heart muscle becomes more sensitive, arteries stiffen, circulation slows down, your body takes longer to recover, even while you're asleep. So sleeping positions that once felt fine can now become a serious challenge for the aging body. Take sleeping on your back, for example. It may seem neutral, but it can actually restrict blood flow, put pressure on your diaphragm, and reduce oxygen intake. At night, this creates micro-arousals, tiny moments when your body wakes up to compensate. And the result? You wake up tired, as if you spent the whole night fighting something invisible. And in a way, you did. When your sleeping position interferes with your heart and lungs, your body never truly rests. Instead of healing, you enter a state of low-level stress. Your blood pressure rises, your heartbeat gets out of rhythm, and your cells don't fully recover. And this isn't rare. Many older adults report symptoms like feeling breathless when lying down, waking up gasping for air, nighttime palpitations, morning fatigue, even after 7 or 8 hours of sleep. But here's what most people don't realize. This may not be a disease. It could simply be your body, no longer aligned with the way you're sleeping. In other words, changing how you sleep is more than just about comfort. It's a preventive strategy for protecting your heart and your mind. So if you're still watching, take a moment to subscribe now. This kind of content doesn't appear by accident. And in our next videos, you'll discover more ways to stay healthy before problems start. Here in the US, many folks think sleeping on your back is the most natural way. It's how we're laid down in cribs, how we collapse on the couch after a long day. But almost no one talks about this, that this very position, so common, might be sabotaging your heart every single night. Quietly, gradually, and with real consequences. Sleeping on your back, also called the supine position, may seem harmless, but after 60, it becomes one of the most physically demanding positions for the body. Why? Because when you lie flat, the weight of your internal structures, like your tongue, soft palate, even abdominal organs, pushes down on your lungs and heart. What happens then? Your airflow becomes restricted. Your heart works harder. Your blood pressure increases. And your body enters a low-grade stress response without you even knowing. Over time, the effects add up. You wake up more exhausted, feel sleepy throughout the day. You might notice brain fog or even chest tightness in the morning. And worst of all, it raises your risk of sleep apnea, irregular heartbeat, and even nighttime stroke. Yes, you heard that right. Sleeping on your back can lead to brief breathing interruptions during the night, known as sleep apnea, which directly impact your brain and heart. And when that happens over and over, night after night, the risk of a serious event becomes dangerously real. What used to be seen as just a normal sleep habit is now being revealed as a hidden threat, a danger that hides behind the comfort of a soft pillow, and precisely because it's invisible, it's so dangerous. Many people only find out the hard way, after a scare, a rushed trip to the ER, waking up breathless in the middle of the night, or worse, coming to in a hospital bed, not knowing how they got there. But you don't need to go through that. Right now, you have the chance to see what's behind those subtle symptoms, to understand that something as simple as turning your body while you sleep can bring more life, more energy, and more protection. So write this down. If you're a back sleeper, tonight could change everything. Because the fix is simple, and in the next section, I'll show you exactly what to do. Now that you know which position might be putting your heart at risk, it's time to learn the one that quietly protects it, night after night. Most people never hear about this, but the safest and most restorative sleep position for people over 60 is to lie on your left side. That's right, just that simple. You might be wondering, why the left side? That's where the game changes. Sleeping on your left side takes pressure off your heart. It gives your right lung, which is larger, more room to expand. It improves overall blood circulation and helps your lymphatic system work more efficiently. In other words, your body rests better, your heart works less, and your sleep becomes truly restorative. Imagine your heart beating calmly, your breath flowing freely and oxygen reaching your brain with ease, just by turning to the left. It sounds small, but many doctors call this a micro-adjustment with a macro impact. And it's not just your heart that benefits. This position also improves digestion, reduces acid reflux episodes, and even helps relieve tension in the back, especially in the lower and middle spine, which often stiffens with age. That's why for people over 60, this small change in sleep position can be a true game changer. But be careful. This isn't just about what's more comfortable. This is a conscious choice for protection, a small gesture that sends a powerful message to your body. I'm taking care of you. I've got your back. Sleeping position stops being an automatic habit and becomes a longevity strategy. And the more nights you sleep this way, the more your body will feel the difference. Less strain, less tension, less risk, more energy, more ease, more life. Maybe no one ever taught you this, but now that you know, you have a choice. You've just learned how sleeping on your left side can protect your heart. Now let's dive deeper into why this simple shift brings such powerful results and how it affects every part of your body while you sleep. Let's start with the heart. When you sleep on your left side, gravity is on your side. The weight of the heart is better supported. The aorta, your body's main artery, is more naturally aligned, and your lungs are under less compression, allowing smoother breathing. In practice, this means your heart doesn't have to pump as hard to circulate blood. It gets to rest. The risk of nighttime arrhythmias and high blood pressure drops, and your body enters a state of real, deep recovery. Now let's talk digestion. When you lie on your left side, your stomach and colon work more efficiently. Food settles more naturally, reducing acid reflux. Intestinal movement becomes easier, helping to prevent constipation, a common issue after 60. Even the liver, which sits on the right side, is positioned slightly higher, taking pressure off more delicate organs. All of this allows your body to use less energy during sleep and wake up feeling more refreshed and alive. And what about your lungs? That's where it gets even more interesting. Your right lung is actually larger and more active in oxygenating your blood. Sleeping on your left side gives it more space to expand, which means better oxygen intake and a lower risk of breathing disruptions, like sleep apnea. In plain terms, you breathe better, your blood is more oxygenated, and you wake up with a clearer mind. But there's more. Lying on your left side also stimulates your lymphatic system, which plays a key role in flushing out toxins, reducing inflammation, and strengthening your immune defenses. It's like giving your body a more efficient overnight cleanup crew. And when you put it all together, the results are real. Fewer chest pains, less acid reflux, better digestion, less morning fatigue, more energy, more mental clarity, better quality of life, and all of it from just one small change in habit. So if you've made it this far, you're now holding one of the most valuable insights for anyone over 60. You might be thinking, but I've always slept on my back. How do I change that now? The answer is gently and strategically. Your body has memory, yes, but it also has remarkable adaptability, even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. It all starts with small, intentional shifts. Here's your first tip. Use a full-body pillow or a long cushion. When you place it between your knees and wrap your arms around it, you naturally shift to a side sleeping position in comfort. This helps relieve pressure from your shoulders and hips and keeps you from rolling onto your back during the night. No body pillow. A rolled-up bath towel works surprisingly well. Place an extra pillow behind your back as a gentle barrier. That small support creates a soft block, so your body doesn't unconsciously flip back to the supine position. And don't forget your head pillow. It needs to keep your neck aligned with your spine, not too high, not too low. If your head tilts too much, your body will try to fix it during sleep, which can lead to soreness or a return to your old habit. Now, here's the most important part: your mindset. Before you go to bed, close your eyes and picture yourself sleeping peacefully on your side, safe, supported, relaxed. Take a deep breath and mentally repeat, "I rest on the side that cares for my heart." It may sound symbolic, and it is, but it's also powerful. It helps your brain encode the intention and gives the habit a place to grow. Research shows that nighttime habits stick better when paired with simple rituals. So create one. Make your bed, set your pillows in place, breathe slowly, say your affirmation. Do this for 7 nights in a row, and if you wake up in the middle of the night on your back, don't get discouraged. Just gently turn back to your left side. Your body will start to follow the new instruction. Soon it'll become second nature. And you'll start noticing the shift. Less pain, less tension, less fatigue in the morning. Now picture yourself 10 years from now, still sleeping well, still sharp, still independent. The small decisions you make now are the foundation of your future vitality. And now that your body is learning to rest in the safest way, there's one more thing you can do to amplify your recovery at night. It's simple, quiet, almost invisible, but its impact might surprise you. And many longevity specialists across the US already include it in their evening routine. We're talking about casein, a slow-digesting protein found naturally in milk. But why does this matter? At night, your body switches into repair mode. That's when your muscles regenerate, your heart recovers, and when your body sleeps well, your immune system strengthens behind the scenes. But to do that effectively, your body needs fuel. And that's where casein becomes your ally. By having a small amount of this slow-digesting protein before bed, like a warm glass of milk or a scoop of pure casein powder, you're giving your body a steady stream of amino acids during the 7 or 8 hours you're naturally fasting. Think of it like this. While you sleep, the casein is absorbed slowly, drop by drop. It nourishes your tissues, protects muscle mass, and supports your heart's natural recovery process. This is especially important after 60, as muscle loss and internal weakening tend to accelerate with age. Without that overnight protein support, the body may wake up in a catabolic state, meaning it starts breaking itself down for energy. Just one simple glass of milk before bed can help reduce that effect and lead to a deeper, more restorative and protective sleep. Of course, it's important to choose a type of milk your body tolerates well. If you're lactose intolerant or have other dietary restrictions, there are lactose-free options, plant-based drinks, or isolated casein supplements that can offer similar benefits without the discomfort. And no, we're not talking about replacing a meal. This is a light symbolic ritual and a deeply functional one. You can even turn it into a moment of evening self-care. Warm the milk, sip it slowly, breathe deeply, give thanks for your body, and lie down on your left side feeling supported, inside and out. Because good sleep isn't just a habit, it's a quiet investment in your longevity. And small gestures like this are what build a health foundation that's steady, strong, and calm over time. You've followed the steps. You've changed your sleep position. You've taken care of your evening routine. Maybe you've even started taking your nighttime protein. But how can you tell if it's really working? The answer lies in the details, in the quiet but powerful signs of transformation. The first, how you wake up. If you used to rise with a heavy body, back pain, or unexplained fatigue, you may now notice that your body feels lighter upon waking, not rushed, but clearer, without that lingering fog or early morning dizziness. Another sign, you're breathing throughout the day. When your sleep is deep and oxygen flow improves, your body doesn't need to make up for it during the day. You breathe more freely. Your mind feels sharper. You're thinking less sluggish. Many older adults report something simple, but truly powerful. I started dreaming again. And that's not just poetic. It's biological. REM sleep, the deepest and most healing kind, only happens when your body is in true balance. So if your dreams have come back, or you're remembering them in the morning, that's one of the clearest signs that your sleep is finally doing what it should. You might also notice fewer breathing interruptions, especially if you were dealing with snoring or mild sleep apnea. Even people close to you may say, "You've been sleeping more peacefully lately." And that kind of comment? It's gold, because it means the change isn't just inside you, it's visible to those around you. You may also see less swelling in your legs in the morning, a sign of improved circulation. Or notice less heartburn, less acid reflux, and a lighter stomach, indicating your digestive system is working in better harmony. And as the weeks go by, something even more subtle begins to happen. You start to feel more in control of your health. Like sleep, at once an automatic activity, has now become a conscious act of self-care. And that changes everything. You stop being someone who just tries to sleep better and become someone who is actively protecting your future, night after night. If these signs are already showing up in your body, go ahead and write in the comments, "My sleep is healing me." This simple symbolic phrase is also a quiet testimony that you're on the right path. You've already felt the shift that started with one small change. Changing your sleep position might seem minor, but what it really reveals is something much bigger, a decision to care for yourself, a conscious step toward longevity, a silent commitment to your future. And let's be honest, not everyone is willing to take that step. Many people ignore the signs, stick to old habits, settle into the mindset of, "It's always been this way." But not you. You're here because you chose to listen to your body. Because even after 60, 70, or 80, you're still choosing to learn, to grow, to evolve. And that says something powerful about who you are. You're not just someone trying to sleep better. You're someone who values health, who understands that small daily habits lead to life-changing results over time. You know that vitality doesn't come from youth. It comes from wisdom put into practice. And here, in this space, you are not alone. Thousands of others are on this same path, protecting their hearts, improving their breathing, preventing disease, and building a life that is lighter, clearer, and longer, one night at a time. That's why this channel is more than informative. It's a space of belonging, a place for mature wisdom, for shared journeys, for people who understand the value of every small gesture. If you've made it to this point, you're part of that group. Of people who don't wait for a crisis to make a change, who don't accept that aging means decline. Quite the opposite. You're showing with your actions that it's possible to live longer and better, with intention, with lightness, with dignity, lying on your left side, drinking something gentle before bed, adjusting your pillow. These things now carry new meaning. They're no longer just habits. They're acts of self-respect. They're rituals of self-care. And every time you do them, you reinforce your new identity. You are someone who lives with presence, clarity, and purpose. If this message touched something in you, leave a comment below. I'm part of the generation that chooses to care. This isn't just a beautiful sentence, it's a symbolic seal, a way to connect with others who, just like you, are building health with wisdom. And now we've reached the end. But truly, this may be your new beginning. Because today you didn't just learn about the best sleep position, you activated something deeper. A sacred awareness that caring for yourself is a powerful act. Quiet, perhaps, but transformative. And that changes everything. Maybe no one ever taught you this before. Maybe for years you thought aging was just about waiting for time to pass. But now you know the truth. Aging with wisdom means action. It means adjusting. It means protecting, with small gestures that carry great meaning. From tonight on, every time you lie on your side, you're not just getting comfortable. You're making a quiet investment in your health, your independence, and your clarity. You're telling your body, "I respect myself, I care for myself, I want to live well." And sleep will no longer be just the end of your day. It will become a ritual, a preparation for a tomorrow with more energy, more clarity, and more life. If this video resonated with you in any way, come back to it any time. Let it remind you, especially on the days when you feel tired or discouraged, why it's always worth it to keep caring for yourself. And if you haven't done so yet, drop this in the comments. "My sleep is my shield of health." That phrase is more than just words. It's an anchor, a reminder that you're not alone, and that this space was created for you, with respect, truth, and care. And yes, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time, because the next video may be exactly what your heart needs, or your memory, or your independence. Don't take the risk of missing out. Don't put off the care that can begin today. You deserve to sleep in peace. You deserve to wake up with strength. You deserve to live with lightness and joy. And this channel is here to remind you of that every single day.